Good morning, children. Today we are going to start chapter 6, Seeds, Structure and Germination. So before we move on seed, let's talk about the fruit and the grain also. So what is the fruit? Fruit, it is a ripened ovary or a mature ovary in which the ovarian wall forms a fruit wall. Here, see, this is a fruit of mango. Now this fruit, it protects the seed which is present inside this fruit, and it also helps in the dispersal of the seed. The seed, it is the ripened ovule, or we can also say that it is a mature ovule which contains the embryo and it develops into a new plant. Now the seed, it protects the embryo from mechanical damage like bean seed, peas. Now come to grain. So what a grain? So grain, it is actually a fruit in which the fruit wall and the seed coat, they are fused together and they form a protective covering. Examples, maize, wheat. So let's talk about the seed, children. So as I told you earlier, that seeds, they are mature ovule which are formed after fertilization. Now these seeds, they contain an embryo which forms from the fused sperm nucleus and the egg nucleus. Now this embryo, it consists of plumule and radicle and cotyledons or the seed leaves. The embryo, it remains in inactive state, but when they are exposed to the favorable conditions, they germinate. Now the seed, they also contain endosperm, which is the food material for the nourishment of embryo during germination. Now classification and structure of seeds. Children, seeds vary in shapes and size. It depends on the plants. Now some are small and some are quite large. The largest seed is the seed of coconut and double coconut. On the basis of endosperm, seeds, they are classified as albuminous or endospermic and exalbuminous or non-endospermic. Albuminous seeds are those in which cotyledons are thin, membranous in nature, and endosperm persist. For example, monocot albuminous seeds are the cereals, millets, palm, and dicot albuminous seeds are the poppy, custard apple. Exalbuminous or non-endospermic seeds are those in which the cotyledons, they store the food and they become thick and fleshy in nature. For example, monocot Vallisneria and dicot exalbuminous seeds are gram, pea, mango, mustard. Usually seeds, they are of two kinds, monocotyledonous and dicotyledonous. Monocot seed means it contains only one cotyledon, or dicotyledonous seed means they contain two cotyledons. Now come to bean seed. Children, you must have seen the rajma and the bean seed. Now there are different kinds of beans such as broad bean, lima bean, French bean, etc. But the general structure of these beans, they are same. They are kidney shaped with a convex and a concave side. Here the structure of seed. So this is the kidney shaped seed, convex side, concave side, testa, which is the hard covering, and hilum, which is meant for water. Here, this is the micropyle, testa, radicle is there, and from these radicle and plumule, the plant arises, the roots and the stem arises. So here see, the seed, it is divided into two parts. So here is the epicotyle, then tegmen, the outer covering, testa, the hard covering, hypocotyle, then radicle, which forms a root, plumule, which forms a shoot system. Okay. Now in this, children, seed coat, it contains the testa, which is the outermost hard covering, and it protects the delicate inner parts of the seed from injury and any other attack of bacteria, fungus and the insects. Now tegmen, it is a thin layer which is present next to the testa and it also protective in nature. Hilum, it is a whitish oval scar on the concave side of the seed and it represents the spot from where the ovule was attached to the ovary wall through placenta. A tiny pore, also called micropyle, it is situated close to the hilum, children, and this is meant for the entering of water. Now, micropyle, it serves two functions. When the seed is soaked in water, it absorbs water through this micropyle and it also makes available to the embryo for germination. Next, it also provides the space for the diffusion of respiratory gases for the growing embryo. Now below the seed core there are two thick cotyledons which contain food for the embryo and this cotyledon they also protect the embryo. Now if we separate these two cotyledons, the tiny embryo we can see easily. Now the embryo it contains two parts, the radicle and the plumule. Radicle, it forms a root system and plumule, it forms a shoot system. Now the region of the axis between the point of attachment of cotyledons and plumule, it is called epicotyle. The region of the axis below the cotyledon, it is called hypocotyle. Above the cotyledon, it is called epicotyle and below the axis, it is called as hypocotyle. So, Ms. Rain will learn in our next class. This is all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.